Hi, my name is Nancy Garcia. I'm with Expert Boxing, and today I'm going to talk about the final preparations before a fight. So, you're doing a lot of strength and conditioning before competition time, but the week before, you want to avoid doing strength and conditioning work. You don't want to do anything that's going to make you sore, and you don't want to spar either. So let's say I'm sparring on Saturday, my last sparring day might be on a Monday, if that, or it'll be, the weekend before, like on a Saturday. Things that I start to focus on is shadow boxing. I shadow box and I try to think about my fight, and I'll sit there and focus on all the strategies that I need to do. I'll work my way around the ring. I might jump rope a little bit, as long as you make sure that you're conditioned enough to handle the jump rope and not get sore on your calves. It's mostly your healing time. So I take hot baths. I do a lot of foam rolling. I'll get a massage maybe like 4 days before my fight. You don't want to get a massage the day before your fight because you can actually get pretty sore, and also when you get massages, they release a lot of toxins. You don't want to have that in you before competition. One thing that I like to do is I'll go back and look at the fights that I won, and it kind of hypes me up and it builds confidence in my abilities. So I always like to go back and see like the moments that I did my best, and really I just want to hype myself up. Separate yourself from any negative energy. Sometimes you may have to separate yourself from your family or your friends or whatever it is that might affect you. You want to stay as positive as possible. I actually find myself kind of finding a lot of like lonely time. Like I'll separate myself, I'll listen to music, I really sit there and focus and just kind of build myself up. That's the best thing that I can think of to give you advice for. The week before the fight, I'm not studying my opponent anymore. I study them the moment I figure out I have a fight. I usually look them up and I'll figure them out, see what information or what I can find out there. And if I could find one of their fights, that'd be helpful. I know some boxers don't like doing that. Some don't like to know anything about their opponent. I'm different. I like to figure out what kind of person I'm going to be sparring, so I know what things to work on. Typically, it's just if they're orthodox or southpaw, if they're aggressive, if they're a bull, so if they charge people down, or if they're like the matador and they're like fight off of their range and work off, the corners of the ring and things like that, just so I know what to strategize and what to focus on when I'm in there with them. All right, thanks for listening. Again, this is Nancy Garcia. You can follow me on Instagram at Nancy_Garcia.tx.